Hi everyone, welcome to day 42 of the Lent devotional series. Today's devotional is taken from John 11:11-45. We're probably all familiar with the story in this passage of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. Two things that I learned from this passage is 1, the perfect timing of God, and 2, the hope in resurrection. Mary and Martha, the sisters of Lazarus, sent a message to Jesus to let him know that their brother was very sick. When Jesus heard this, in verse 4 he says, "His sickness will not end in death. No, it's for God's glory so that God's only Son may be glorified through it." The Bible says that Jesus loved Mary, Martha, and Lazarus very much. But isn't it odd that even though he heard the news, he decided to stay back where he was for another 2 days? When Jesus finally went to comfort the sisters, Lazarus had already been in the tomb for 4 days. Both Mary and Martha came out and said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Jesus responds by saying, "Your brother will rise again." Now when Jesus came, the sisters assumed he came to comfort them. And although they believed in him, they could not fully understand what exactly he had meant by he will rise again. They were probably pretty shocked and confused when Jesus said, "Move the tombstone." Jesus asked them, Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" He went on to simply say, "Lazarus, come out." Now we've all gone to the Lord with all kinds of prayer requests, big and small. In our brokenness, we have cried out to him, waiting on him to answer, waiting on him to intervene in some kind of situation. Whether it be school, relationships, a job, illness, and even in times of grief and mourning. Oftentimes we have gone to God for help and nothing happens. We may think that God's delay is God's denial, but it is so far from the truth. God's timing is perfect and he has a plan for everything, even if it makes absolutely no sense to us. At the tomb of Lazarus, Christ defeated death and brought Lazarus out alive. In John 11:25-26, Jesus says, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me, even if he dies, will live. Everyone who lives and believes in me will never die." Do you believe this? Do we believe this? God is faithful to us. This promise is for you and me. The raising of Lazarus from the dead is foreshadowing the Christ's work on the cross, defeating death once and for all when Jesus himself is raised from the dead. Jesus has the power to resurrect all things, our hearts, the empty places in our lives, and even our physical bodies. He is the resurrection and the life. He gives victory over death. He died and rose again so that we may live. I hope this was encouraging for all of you during this Lent season. Hope you have a blessed week.